What is going on, people? It is the 3rd of June today. Well, March, April, May, June, July. Yeah, 3rd of June today. As you can see, I've got my first ever merch on, True to You Properties. Come on now, come on now. I've got the same on the back, just enlarged picture. So it's a very basic hoodie. But I'm glad that I've got it. I like that new warm, hoodie feeling that you get when it's all smooth and stuff, and then it gets ruined when you put it in the washer. But it is what it is. I'm glad that I've got it. I'm glad that the size fits as well. But I'm more glad because, well, whenever I go to networking events, I'm always contemplating, oh, what do I wear? What do I wear? So it's good to have this now because, especially hoodies as well. I always like to wear hoodies. I pick hoodies over anything else, because it's a good combination of, not only is it comfortable, but it can, keep you warm. If I wear like a half zip, sometimes a bit cold, sometimes a bit warm, but this is really good in the middle. Can throw a half zip, a body warmer over that if I wanted to. But I'm glad. I was going to say gassed and glad at the same time, but I'm gassed. Do you know what I mean? So that's amazing. So, um, right now, I've successfully managed to. Well, I've still got a few bits and bobs. Like I've still got to do a few little things, but I've successfully managed to do everything. I'd say everything that was stressing me for the past 2 weeks in order to get this everything set up. Thankfully for me, I already had my company set up, my bank set up, but these little bits and bobs that I had to do, like a new email, the website set up, blah blah blah, my virtual assistant, and getting the things over from virtual assistant. Just little things where they shouldn't necessarily take long, but because there's no manual to actually do this, you know what I mean? Well, it should be straightforward, but for me, like just today, like give him access to my virtual assistant for my email. I thought I had to give access to it. I think it's called like delegate access or something like that. And so I spent hours, literally hours, trying to do it, not knowing that I should have just given my password and username to them. But obviously, I was initially scared because I thought, well, if I give my password and username to them, then they're able to like change it or something. And then GoDaddy assured me that that won't be happening. You could still sort it out and stuff. So it literally took me about 2 hours just to sort that out. I had to jump on the phone with little bits and bobs from my tenants. Basically, the fifth tenant finally is moving in to the property. So that means all of it's done. I've still got this one tenant, this older guy, that just keeps messaging me constantly about things that are wrong. And it's not even like, mate, like, fair enough, the first one was a bit of an issue, but it's like just little things. Like, he sent me a message today saying, oh, the radiator's not working. Then 30 minutes later, he said, oh, the radiator's working now. And then it's just like, what are the other? There's just loads of things. And he sent me another message, but I'm trying not to answer it because it's like I can't keep sending the maintenance man out there. For one, I'm not spending all this money in the property when there's naturally a major issue. But it's like if I keep sending the guy out there, these are call out fees. You know what I mean? And there's not major issues unless all five of the tenants are actually coming to me and saying, "Yo, Harnick, this needs to be sorted. The Wi-Fi's fucked. This is fucked." Fair enough. If I get this one guy keep coming constantly, mate, he needs to sort it out himself because that's a him problem. Do you know what I mean? I try and be as nice as possible, because obviously you want to be nice to your tenants and stuff. But it's like I'm also trying to be realistic and let them know that you can't like come to me when there's actually a serious problem. Actually try and sort it out yourself first. But I know this property is obviously going to pose issues. That's what I want. Well, I don't want it to pose issues, but I need to so I can learn from it and I can learn how to not only learn the situation, but how to better my personality and go about things. Um, so other than that, literally all I've got to do now is I wrote in my notes in here. The MacBook is really doing wonders, I'm telling you. All I've got to do is basically just do. Oh no, I wrote in my notes in here. Is to just make a little video to walk through everything with her. I could do a screen recording on my Mac and then show it. And then the other thing was Monday, the account Monday, she can't get access to the information I've got, so I'll sort that out for her. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Then I need to start hammering out finding jobs for myself and making a rota for myself in terms of okay, so if I'm going, because I keep thinking, oh, once I get it then I can make it. No. If my Because no matter what, I'm most likely going to be working Monday to Friday. Like I keep saying, ideally Monday to Thursday. But if I'm able to look to my rota and actually say, okay, this is what I want to be able to achieve, and I've got it here that I want to get a property every single month, and I can get it. This is the month I need to get it this month, but I need to make a note that actually, okay, step by step, how I'm going to do it. you know, because that's the only way you're really going to succeed, when you actually implement and you actually say to yourself, okay, this how are you doing this how are you doing this. So then there's no excuses. So then it's actually a step-by-step plan to be able to get it, you know, a monthly goal. Of course, I don't know exactly how much money I'm putting in. It's going to be subject to the providers and stuff, and obviously this is going to be subject to how well my provider does. But you know, it can never be perfect, but as long as you're able to put yourself in that good position, build the foundation good, your mindset good, which obviously I need to make note of, just personal things that I need to do, but obviously I've got the time now to be able to do it, then it'll all be fine in the end. Do you know what I mean? And this is what business is in the end of the day. You know, I'm doing this much more for myself, and why is something that I've really got to hammer down. You know, I thought I had my why figured out, my purpose figured out, but that is something that I've really got to implement in my day to day and understand it. So the whole mindset thing needs to be sorted, and I've still got a few things I need to sort out. But yeah, but honestly, one thing I will say is, you know, if you've got the time, especially like this, a lot of people like to chill out. If something's wrong, yeah, they like to say, oh yeah, we'll work on it, but then they give up and they say, okay, I'll come back to it in an hour, come back to it in 30 minutes. I've adopted this mindset now, where if something's a problem, I'm gonna stay until I sort it out. I'm not gonna go until I sort it out, because the thing is, tomorrow's gonna be the same, and it's like I'm gonna have the same feeling later on. So I might as well go through it now, figure it out, and then literally go through every single thing that I can do to be able to figure out the fucking problem. And it's annoying, do you know what I mean? Because you feel like there's never ending task, but that's what you want, because once you've done it, then there's something else. Once you've done it, then there's something else. And that's all business is. Do you know what I mean? So you just need to put yourself in that position, figure it out, and then get it sorted. So today, when I get these little lissy busy tasks done, I need to focus on the things that actually are important, which is getting a job. Well, I'll configure my rota first of how I want to plan it out, then getting a job. A few jobs have got back to me. I don't want to be. I've realised quite quickly that these van hire jobs, where basically you're like Amazon flex workers, and obviously for other jobs, I don't know why I keep saying obviously, but Amazon flex workers, or if not Amazon jobs, you basically work for a driving company, so they give you a vehicle. Um, they say the pay is a lot, but you know, I've watched some videos, and you know what ends up happening is you end up spending the morning all the way to later on to be able to make the money that they say, but it's not even you don't even make the money that they say, because you have to pay for the van hire, expenses in between, and so it can cost a lot of money, man. And for me right now in my position, um, I need to be able to make it so there could be a consistent amount, so I know what's coming in every single month. I can't afford to I can afford to take risk, obviously, because all this is a risk. But you know, with my plan right now, I don't want to take the risk or anything like that. I know what I want to do. I know what I need to do. I just need to get a good job to be able to do it. So, and I don't want to work. Don't get it wrong. I don't want to work, but but I want to be able to do what I want to do. I don't want to be able to work, you know, 6 days a week, fucking hard, standing on my feet, or delivery driving, which I ideally want. But I'm doing it also. I don't have to do it in the future, and doing it, you know, to better my life, better my mum's life, better my family's life, and obviously live the life that I really want to live. So, yeah, I don't want to make this video too long, but basically that's what's been going on. God, I got this jumper. Shout you in a bit.